Coach to be Patsos, freshman guard Khalil Richard. Coach, if you could please be with an opening statement.
Really tough game. We got a little lucky with the schedule. We're all playing 5-6 games in 12, 14 days. And they had to play at Monmouth on Friday, and I think that helped us get off to a good start. We did not get off to a good start in St. Peter's. We got off to a good start today. I hope the team learns the lesson. That's the difference. Manhattan's won 2 out of 3, right, Khalil?
Yes, sir.
Cut down the nets 2 out of the last 3 years. 2 years. I've been at Siena, this is my 4th year. The first 3 years they've cut down the nets twice, so we know they're going to play really hard. I know they said Williams is going to redshirt. I talked to him right after the game. I said I applauded his decision. Smart, good for him, good for the team. That being said, they're still good. They play so scrappy and so hard. Waterman's been on fire, and Turner's good, and we played well early. And I thought Khalil made a couple big shots, including the 3 at the end of the half. After you gave up a 3. No, he gave up a 3. I like Khalil. He's got that Baltimore thing. He went right back at him. We'll take any questions.
Well, what did it mean to you to have Jimmy stick with you in the starting lineup? Even with Marquise coming back, he decided to stick with you in the starting.
It means a lot, you know. It shows that coach has a lot of trust in me, and it shows that he wants me to get better and better. And you know,
we have to get better.
We have to get better and better. And like he said, he just wants me to play hard and do whatever I can to help the teams.
Early on in the game, I mean, you talked about getting into that lead, but you limited turnovers early. How important was that to getting the lead?
Because we had Keith, right?
Yeah, it's Keith. You want me to answer it?
Go ahead. Marquise is going to turn. You can start learning. We brought you here to learn.
Basically, just to help Marquise out, you know, with dribbling and trying to get the ball up the court, and just being a big help for the team.
You brought some pressure early, Jimmy. Was that because Matt hadn't been a turnover-prone team? Did you want to see if you could make them uncomfortable and call us a little bit early?
Yeah, you know, they turn it over. So, you know, AJ, it's funny, AJ does a good job. Our radio guys, they really turn it over. And, you know, I'm kind of a feel guy. I was worried about us turning it over against them. And I said, we're going to 55 early. You know, Javion's in there blocking shots in the back. He's the next guy. I got to get going. Javion clearly is a little out of sync right now. He's not doing anything on purpose. But the 3 seniors played really good. And Javion handled the ball well. And I thought he got going in the second half a little. LeBron was as sick as a dog. He's flu and probably shouldn't have played today. But he said, I'm playing. Meanwhile, he played great. He was only 2 for 10, but he played really late and hit a big 3. But yeah, pressing teams don't like to get pressed. We had to get to the offensive glass. You got to do what the other team does well, so it kind of staggers them a little. But, you know, luckily, like I said, we had a good couple of days in New York. I want to thank our administration. We kind of got to stay down after the St. Peter's game, and we took advantage of it. And I think the rally and the Freedom Towers and then seeing Strawberry Fields and reading the article today about James McAdoo in the New York Times, that was a focus of our breakfast. It's about how he doesn't get any minutes. They were up 38 and didn't put him in the game, right?
Yes,
they all read it. Team guys, how's our energy? And I thought it was a focus group to get the win. It really is. You know, you get tight on the road. And now we have a huge game coming up, but we got to go back to school tomorrow.
You get 5-1 over your last 6. Has there been a different focus in practice since coming back from Buffalo? Yeah,
back to basics. And we were fine in Buffalo. We had a 3-pointer to tie the game against Canisius, and we missed a layup that would have put us up 1 against Niagara. I mean, Niagara's clearly okay. This Niagara team's good. That Scott's good. I mean, they're fighting for their life up there. They got some new guys. They just went and beat St. Peter's. So I thought it started on our low point was clearly, you know, the Hofstra game going in, and then I thought our energy was not so great. And from on, we were just a little messed up. From January 1 on, there's been a concentrated effort to play hard, pick up loose balls, swing the ball, hit the open man. Guys that are supposed to shoot should shoot. That's one thing I like about Khalil. He's supposed to take a jump shot, you know. Stop your man's been on mono. Our defense was better today. If we don't foul at the end, we probably hold them to like 60 points. But yeah, we're doing little things. We're doing a lot of little things, Jade, and you have to. To beat St. Peter's was a big win. That kind of, you know, to a really good team. You know, we kind of grinded that one out, and then you get the one other one, and you Quinnipiac, and then you come back from Ryder, and all of a sudden, but St. Peter's, we didn't quit. We didn't play well down at St. Peter's. You know, John's team played really well. Another bang shot by his center went in today. But we're weathering it. We're getting tough. We know ain't nobody going to give us anything, right, Khalil?
Yes, sir.
We have to earn it.
More on LeVon. You mentioned he was a little under weather, but he still goes for 13, 8, 6 assists. How invaluable is he?
That's the word, invaluable. You can't describe LeVon Long any better than that. Warrior, Terminator, invaluable, just does it all guy, doesn't have a position, but yet George King from the New York Post is at the game, writes for the New York Post, he's just a great utility infielder. Every team's got to have a great guy that you don't really know what he does. That's what LeVon does. So his attitude's been good, right?
LeVon did a great job.
Talk about Brett for a minute. He gave you.
Yeah, he was scoring. It's not crazy. You know, Brett's extra day rest helps Brett Bisping. This is no surprise. But he works on his jumpers. He's been putting the time in the gym. He's really developing the rotation, and we just got it to the middle. Their defense gives you a little, that mid-range game. Nobody practices. Steve's defense is great. They run up the front and they protect the back line. Brett was turning and shooting. He just kind of had that look in his eye. He said, "What play you want to run?" I said, "Whatever one you want." Whatever you want to run. He said, "Good, give it in the middle. I'm going to make a turnaround jumper." I said, "Good." He did. I thought I was watching like Larry Bird back in the garden.
How about the winning game at Draddy, Jim? I know you used to win here frequently when
I
you were
wouldn't say
Loyola.
frequent.
Well, at Loyola you were successful there, but here it's been a struggle for Siena. Is it meaningful to come in here and win a game?
Yeah, it's a struggle because they're good. Steve's built the program up, and when I got in the league, Bobby Gonzalez was here. I think they won it my first year. Draddy's a cool place to play. A lot of history. I know a lot of coaches that coached here, including Frank Powers, whose banner's hanging for a reason. They're good. Frank Fischilla played here. Steve Lapis coached here. Gonzo was here when I was here. Brian Mahoney is a good friend of mine who coached here. I know Slice Worsen who coached here, and got a lot of the players that ended up being successful here. There's people are going to come here, and Steve's doing the right thing. He's building again. It's not for me to tell Steve Masiello what to do, but we're Under Armour brothers, and he's a good guy, and he's got young guys, and now he's got Williams sitting out, and they're going to be a force to reckon with, and everybody's going to be better. And they run and jump and play so hard here. It's amazing. And I did tell Steve, I've been coming. I really know the place looks good. Everything, he said, the weight room fixed. Everything keeps improving here, and that's a sign of what the head coach is doing. And they're just going to be a good program to contend with. They've won 2 championships since I've been in Siena. They're a very good program.
So you mentioned January 1.
That's why it's hard to win here.
January 1 is kind of a demarcation point for you guys, and statistically, since then, the big thing has been the rebounding. Is that just an effort thing, or is that anything you guys are doing differently that the numbers have changed so much?
No, effort, playing with the same guys, going a little big. We went big a few games. We could. You can't go big against that team today. You can't go big against them because they're too good. But we went big with Brett at the 3, and Evan's giving us some minutes. I know Evan was a little frustrated today, but it's okay. It's the seniors team. And Jimmy Tennis does a good job. That guy had a great practice yesterday, right, Khalil?
Yeah, he didn't miss a shot.
That helps. He's helping. The second team's helping. We're grinding. We're playing hard for every 4 minutes, and when things go wrong, we might get a little melancholy for a second, but there's no pouting. And we did. Levon's got some huge offensive rebounds for us, and that's what he does. Back to the utility. And he got a couple of huge offensive rebounds in the first half. Yes, we have to keep rebounding as a group, though. That's one of the things I was talking to Kadeem about on the sideline. Khalil bringing him over. I know your jumpers. I know the defense. Don't forget to rebound. Because second shots is how they're going to get back, because if you get on the clock. We got to go. We have class tomorrow. Aren't you looking forward to learning tomorrow, Khalil?
Yes.
Let's go.